Hi, I'm Danielle Pailly, and today I'm in my office versus the studio where I normally record videos. The studio is boarded up with hurricane shutters and really dark, and here we've got some clear shutters, so there's at least a little bit of light coming in. And it was an interesting couple of weeks. First, we got hit with Hurricane Helene. Then I got hit with food poisoning, which was super fun. And then Hurricane Milton. So there was a lot that happened in a small span of time. And today I want to talk about how to remain calm in the face of a hurricane or any stressful situation and how our mindset can help us. Now, uh, it's good to be talking from the flip side. We fared as well as can be expected. In our case, we decided to shelter in place because we have many animals and they have special dietary and medicinal needs. And it was safer for us to shelter in place than it was to try to figure out relocating and possibly getting stuck in the relocation in the middle of a hurricane. Fortunately, our household is safe. We did lose part of our roof, which ended up in our neighbor's pool. Fortunately, he was really good about it. A couple of downed trees, and our neighborhood looks like it's gotten beaten up a little bit, but we did very well compared to some other neighborhoods which are struggling. We have power, we have internet, it's air conditioning in here and cool on a hot day. So food in the fridge, everybody is safe. It is the best possible outcome. And I know that there are people who are still without power, who are unable to get gas and basic supplies. Some people have lost their homes, and it's a really tragic situation. So I recognize how fortunate I am to be here speaking with you in this moment. Um, in what I'd like to kind of talk about today is up until this last Hurricane Milton was heading towards us, and it was heading towards us at a Category 5. It reduced to a 4, and we didn't know at the time whether it was going to recycle itself and hit at a 5, or if it was going to downgrade and hit at level 3. And it did hit at a Category 3, which was good for us. But at the time, we didn't know what was going to happen. It was just coming barreling towards us. There was a lot of uncertainty. And that day, I had coaching clients all day. The next day in the afternoon, when we got power, I had some work to do. And then I had a full schedule the 2 days following. And some of the questions that people asked me is how I could stay present and focused at work with all this chaos and life-threatening situation around us. And I think there are two components that I want to go over today. The first one is about being other-centered. So whenever we're feeling like there is so much on us, the stress, the weight, it can be helpful to tune our focus, our light outward. So for me, it was actually healing and helpful to be able to be present for other people in coaching sessions and talk about what was happening in their lives and not think about what was happening here. So it's a good lesson in when you want to be more at peace, when there's something happening with you, see if you can shift the focus and be other-centered, because it can be very helpful. The second thing I want to talk about has to do with our mindset. And I'd like to talk about it from both a spiritual perspective, whether you're religious or you're just a deeply spiritual person and believe in a higher power, and also from the perspective of someone who does not believe in a higher power. What we have is our community and ourselves to protect us, and how we can apply mindset in either situation. So the first perspective, I will tell you that in the middle of the night before the hurricane hit, we had not yet decided Is it better to try to evacuate or is it better to stay? And my husband and I agreed that we either all go or we all stay. So it's either loading up for pets and ourselves or it's hunkering down and waiting for things to pass. And there was a part of me that, well, I do believe in the universe and I am calling in all the guides and all the protection I can and putting that message out there. There was a part of me that's like, okay, but many people die in a hurricane. Many people pray and still die. What makes me think that whatever higher power is out there is going to be interested in what's happening with me? The other side was saying, you know, I believe that there's a purpose for all of us and there's a collaboration with that divine. So I could choose to either go down this dark path of the universe doesn't care, we're forsaken, we're going to die. But I also believe in manifesting, right? So I believe that your mindset and what you put your intention to is what you attract back. Do I want my mindset to be gloom and doom and it's all over? Or do I want my mindset to be, I'm going to be hopeful, I'm going to envision the best possible outcome, and I'm going to collaborate to manifest something better, and I'm going to believe that that higher power is looking out for me. Now, it does neither choice changes anything in the moment but my level of peace and well-being. And I was up and I was not sleeping with this cycling. And as soon as I shifted my mind to, you know what, I'm going to trust that there's something out there looking out for us. I know we've done everything we can to prepare. I'm going to set the intention that it's going to be as well and as good as it can be. And then I fell asleep. And I felt more, definitely felt way more at peace than that other cycling thought. Now, for those who do not believe in a higher power, and I respect that people have different beliefs, you can still look at the way that we worry about things. In some ways, worry can be helpful. Because we worry, we board up our houses, we put down sandbags, we prepare ahead, we do everything we can to protect ourselves. So there is a value to the worry. Now, if you do not believe you have that extra support and it's whatever's going to happen is going to happen, the situation is kind of the same. You prepare as much as you can possibly prepare. You secure your surroundings, your environment, you get food, you get provisions. But at some point, you have to realize there is literally nothing else I can do but wait and see what happens. So I can worry that things are going to go badly, or I can hope for the best. The only difference is mindset. But the positive mindset is what's going to get me through this situation in a more peaceful way. Because it's not going to change the outcome in this case, but it is going to help us during that time of stress, right? So even if you do not believe in manifesting or a higher power, and you think this is all we've got, if you've done everything you can do, the only thing left is to kind of let go, because worrying or not will not change the outcome. So why not be as peaceful and calm as possible? I know this is a little more windy, twisty, turny than some of my other videos, but I think it's an important message on mindset and being other-centered. So if you were to take away just those two messages from today, it's when you feel stressed and why poor me and why me, try focusing on other people. And if you have the choice of going down that dark path or that upward positive spiral and reach for the positive is always going to help you not only in the present moment, but open up possibly opportunities for better things to happen. So thanks for joining me. I'm glad I'm still here to give some of these messages, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.